Good morning.
Hi there.
Happy Thunderous Tuesday.
Thunderous Tuesday.
I said Stormy Tuesday when we ended the show.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on in the weather. If you're not in northern Michigan, Heather has some things to tell you.
Yeah, a pretty busy morning in the weather department when all of our severe weather storms started firing up at about 4:30, 5 in the morning. So right when we started the show.
Yeah, as you forecasted.
Yes,
Yep.
I know. Yeah, I did verify.
Yep.
So I'm glad. All the stuff we were talking about the last few days looks like pretty much panned out the way I thought it would.
Yep.
No severe weather for us here. We haven't received any damage reports, so if you do have any, we would love to see that. But we really didn't see those wind gusts we were expecting. There was a little bit of some hail, I think, in our southern counties, but aside from that, just heavy downpours. It was thundering, lightning, and just so much rain.
It was a bright morning even before the sun rose.
And purple, too. Like the lightning was purple this morning.
Oh, yeah.
But we
I
also
believe
got
it.
some pictures early from the Sioux in the red sky in the morning. Sailors take morning. There was quite a bit of red skies this morning before the storms hit.
Yeah.
So
we know you'll be tracking those storms.
yeah.
When the sun's going to return.
Yep.
We'd love to know.
And then even talking about the air show forecast. You know, the National Cherry Festival starts this weekend.
Yeah.
And it kicks off with the air show. So that starts this weekend already.
Yeah, that's in Traverse City, and I saw crews this morning setting up. They had the
Oh,
lights
did you?
on. The big floodlights are in the open space in Traverse City. And
Yep.
it's a big, big setup. It's a big festival. And
It's so fun. The air show itself, I watched it like right at the open space by the bay, and it's the best experience. It really is.
The Blue Angels will be in Traverse City. Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah.
And hopefully the weather cooperates.
It's not looking like it will.
Not the entire weekend though, right?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It does look like some of our rain, and I'll get into it.
Yeah, I'll
but
let you explain.
early in the day, some showers and thunderstorms Saturday. That's when the air show starts. And then Sunday, there will be events going on too, and we could still see some rain.
It's 1 to 4, both Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But we started the forecast at noon, knowing that people will probably, start parking and getting there a little bit earlier and all of that. But
Yep.
it's such a fun time when the weather cooperates. I know, I don't think it really will be canceled for anything other than, I know last year or maybe the year prior, the smoke was so bad that they had to delay it a little bit.
Oh, from what? Like Western wildfires?
The wildfires, it was Canadian wildfires primarily.
Or was it the one like northeast of us and the smoke trailed down?
Yeah.
Like Ontario or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think we'll deal with that this year, but some storms.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the weather, how are you tying this to weather today?
Oh, this is just fun.
Okay, just a fun quiz.
Just with all the severe weather going on, I wanted to do a fun, lighthearted weather quiz today. So has nothing to do with weather, no tie to the weather, just fun. We talk about phones all the time. We have cell phones now. But before that, there was a wired telephone.
Wow, imagine that.
I know. My grandmother had the really old, she was an antique collector. So my noni had that antique phone in the rumpus room, we called it. So it was always fun. Rumpus.
What does that mean?
It's like a room underneath the main house that's kind of in the basement, but it's finished. It just doesn't have like a bathroom or shower.
Oh.
So it's kind of like an apartment / room that you can have people stay in if they're visiting. That was kind of like our playroom growing up.
Oh, okay.
With the TV. My dad's like mini train sets in there. So my sister and I were always playing in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I guess to tie this to weather, you can talk about the weather on the phone.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's your tie-in.
Well, I get phone calls asking about the weather.
You did just the other day.
Yeah, just the other day. It was right before the weekend forecast. A lot of people concerned about family reunions being outside and all the rain and the lightning and stuff. So, yeah. We'll take a look at the full forecast today, though. But before that, weather quiz has to do with the phone. So how did Alexander Bell want us to answer the phone? He had intentions when he made it. He wanted people to answer it a certain way. Did he want people to answer it with ahoy, greetings, or salutations?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, actually, I do know, but I didn't know up until 6 something this morning.
Yeah, I just found this one out. This was, I'll tell you the background later, Brendan. But,
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a fun time. So here's a look at radar and satellite right now. So a lot of our showers are already moving off to the east as forecasted and advertised. We're still hanging on to some downpours with those yellow colors, especially if you're in Detour Village and parts of even Chippewa, Mackinac counties, and then through the eastern side. So Rogers City, Alpena, down into Oscoda, so Harrisville waking up to some downpours, maybe even some lightning still. But we're already seeing the leading edge of that rain moving out of the western shoreline communities. So that is the main weather story, though, is that a lot of our severe weather is staying south of us today. Let's take a live look at the weather headlines, though, and see if there are any watches or warnings still in effect. So yeah, looks like some severe weather. There's a severe thunderstorm watch in portions of northern Illinois, Kankakee up to Chicago, South Bend, Indiana, and then Toledo, Ohio, and portions of southern Michigan, and even Kalamazoo. Looks like they're under a flood warning for those storms. Now, let's see if the HRRR works. The HRRR wasn't really working earlier. It's not still. So as far as our timing of most of our rain, it's already moving off to the east. So we are going to see the chance for some spotty showers, although not widespread rain later today. You could still run into a shower or two. We'll call it sprinkles. And then highs today will be in the 70s and 80s. Our warm front will usher in this warmer air mass throughout the day. And then behind our low pressure system, we are going to see our cold front. And our cold front will usher in a cooler air mass tomorrow. So we're going to see even cooler temperatures. And then our winds will shift from out of the southwest to out of the west-northwest, 10 to 25 miles per hour. So aside from the rain chances, we are going to see our winds still picking up pretty gusty by around the afternoon, mainly out of the west. We'll start to see that shift. We'll still see gusts in the 20-mile-per-hour range, and then teens and 20s by tonight, but we will start to see that coming to an end too. So here's a look at the National Cherry Festival Air Show forecast. So we are looking at 76 about noon if you're arriving for the air show on Saturday. That's where we could still see some lingering storms around. And then by 4 o'clock, by the end of it, it looks like we'll dry up. So you might need to grab that umbrella before you head over to Traverse City for the air show. Sunday, we're looking at 60s mainly, and then later into the mid-afternoon, that's where we could see some showers. Today, though, warmer temperatures across the eastern UP, 70s and 80s, early morning storms, then some spotty PM showers, 70s and 80s south of the bridge. Alpena looking at 80 degrees today, same story in Harrisville. Mainly a westerly wind once we get closer to the mid-afternoon, and still a bit breezy, 84 in Traverse City, 84 in Baldwin, 79 in Ludington. Tonight, we'll see our temperatures in the 50s. We'll see a mostly clear sky, mainly a northerly wind in the eastern upper. We're looking at a mostly clear sky, norther or northwest westerly wind south of the bridge, mainly 50s and 60s those tonight. And we could see a little bit more cloud cover. We could see increasing clouds, mainly over Wexford County, looks like. We could see a little bit more cloud cover tonight. So here's a look at our extended forecast. Active weather will come to an end early today. We're already seeing that coming to an end with some spotty showers in the afternoon. Look at those highs tomorrow, though. Brendan, 60s. Are you ready for that again? I don't really know if I am. It's be a bit more cooler with a few showers around. 70s on Thursday. Friday, that's when our next weather maker will move in, mainly later in the day. That's why we're going to see more of those storms into Saturday, and then we could see a few showers in the afternoon on Sunday. Still cooler temperatures on Sunday.
To answer your question, no. I'd rather not have the 60s in June.
I know.
70s, 80s would be great.
Even like a low 70s maybe? We'd be happy with that.
Yeah, low 70s sound great.
Yeah.
So we didn't hear from Christopher yesterday, and I don't see him. Oh, he lost power. Okay, I'll go in order here. So he's saying hi to the crew. 71 degrees, partly cloudy in
It's not really
Farmington
warm
Hills.
in here. Are you warm, Brendan? I'm like burning up right now.
No.
It was cold this morning. Anyway.
Been drinking hot coffee or something?
I don't have time to make coffee today. I literally grabbed a Red Bull for today. When there's storms, there's Red Bull in
Dan
the
made
Weather
coffee.
Center.
It was
Yeah.
brewing when I walked in today.
I did smell it when I walked in. I just didn't have time to go pour myself. I did bring a mug, though. I said I'm going to bring a mug just in case I need a Red Bull and coffee
Gotcha.
today. One of those days, Brendan. One of those days.
So he said, well, I'm now back because on Wednesday, June 19th, 2024, at 9:36 p.m., I lost power here due to thunderstorms and didn't get the power back on until Saturday. Gosh. And I had an early doctor's appointment yesterday, so his mind was focused on that. So that explains why Christopher wasn't here on Facebook yesterday. We were thinking, is there something wrong with the
Our
app or
stream,
something?
yeah.
The stream, like, where's Christopher? So, all right. Glad you have your power back. All right, so we'll go back up at the top here. Susan Lash Sims is with us. It's cloudy and 65 in Kalkaska. Paul is saying hi from Rogers City, saying hi to the crew. Joel is with us as well from the Pleasanton Patriots Pub at 66 degrees. He's on a rain delay at work. His driveway is a lake again with all that rain.
Ooh, yeah, I imagine.
And Jackie is saying it's 63 at her house. It's a little rainy. She said, but boy, the thunder was crazy.
It was so loud this morning. Brendan mentioned it during the live show too. Like you're probably waking up a little bit earlier just from the storms.
Yeah, and if you have a dog or cat or just a pet in general that doesn't like the storms, they probably woke you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, not happy about Mother Nature.
No. The good timing though, I mean, you know, our shift is so early, but most of the time my storms always fire up after I get to work. So
Yeah.
I was dry this morning, didn't even grab a jacket. It's in my car still. Just knowing the timing of the rain will probably be over by the time we were just during our work hours. And then by the time we leave, it'll be done and over with. But that's always nice. I don't have to deal with that going into work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That long walk from the car to the front door.
And my car was right up against my staircase today.
Oh, how convenient.
So it's like not even that much of a walk, but yes.
Joel is guessing ahoy. Alice is guessing greetings. And she said it's very cloudy. And we had heavy rain go through in Alpena. It's 60 right now. Jackie's guessing greetings. And who else do we have here? Kathy says, wow, what a thunder and lightning storm this morning. She's visiting her mom in Lewiston.
Fun.
Christopher is guessing ahoy. Ron is saying hi. We say hi back to you, Ron. Christopher says, nice deep blue dress, Heather.
Thank you. We all got somehow, and you guys, if you watched the early Facebook Live, you probably saw, but Trevor Drew, our digital content producer, is also wearing a lighter blue.
Yep.
Brett and I didn't coordinate this.
Nope.
And Madison, in her live shot, was wearing a light blue too. It was a blue day for us.
Yeah.
Somehow.
We didn't talk about it.
We didn't. I was going to wear the yellow dress I was supposed to wear yesterday.
I saw the
And
steamer
then-
in the back. You just didn't get to the steaming part,
I
did you?
steamed this one for today.
You steamed that one, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it was in the same load of laundry that got a little wrinkly. I just didn't hang it up right away. I think I only waited 10 minutes, but they got really crinkled.
Doesn't take long, does it?
No, it didn't, and it was wet. So I wash it cold, and then if it just sits there wet. So I steamed this, just didn't steam the others.
Your TV people didn't do that?
My people weren't here today. I think they got stuck in the rain or something.
Rained in. Our friend and coworker Sarah is with us this morning. We weren't sure if she was going to stay awake for us, but she is, and she said, morning. I'm guessing
I'm glad
that's
she was
how
awake because I was just going to ask her if she was awake for the mirror fun today.
I'm guessing that's how she'd want me to say it. Morning.
Morning.
Susan Lash Sims guessing ahoy. And Alice saying we always come over for the Cherry Festival in our RV, and we would camp at the KOA campground and have just a wonderful time with the kids, she said.
Oh, fun. That's the way to do it. You're already there.
This man named James Gibb,
Who's that?
heard of him?
I forget who that is.
Even on vacation, he's still watching. He's back tomorrow. Gibb saying ahoy, and we say ahoy back to you, Gibb.
Or salutations.
Or greetings.
Greetings.
It's 65 in Frederick and rainy for Miss Susie Q. And Heather, we don't have to water our flowers, she said.
I know I was going to water mine last night, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be lazy knowing it's going to rain. I told you guys I'd be better about it, but I also know the forecast, so I'm just like, so let Mother Nature help me out and save water. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I moved one of my pots toward the edge of the balcony, let Mother Nature take care of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Susie Q checked on the cabin, by the way, and everything was great.
Good.
And Christopher said, well, now I can hear thunder in Farmington Hills, and here goes my anxiety, he said. Paul guessing ahoy. Susie Q coming up with her own guess, saturation.
I mean, she's not wrong. Technically, that is a right answer with how saturated the atmosphere is right now. In meteorological terms, you're not wrong.
And I'm guessing she means
Salutations.
the salutations one. Let's see if she, no, okay. Who else do we have here? Director Dan must be hungry because he says Chips Ahoy, and that's Christopher's favorite cookie. We got Dave watching from Breckenridge where it's still raining. He goes, please make it stop.
It's pretty quick moving system, honestly, so it'll come to an end here soon. I'm looking at the storms moving through downstate right now.
And you know who's next on the list? My mom.
Christine.
And she's in Port Huron, and it's just starting to rain in Port Huron.
Starting to rain, lightly.
And Benji can probably hear the thunder already.
Oh, he already knew. He probably felt in his bones this morning. He was probably up.
Apparently he's not happy. So my mom says, good morning, Facebook friends, from a gloomy morning in Port Huron. Yeah, Benji's not happy, but she's saying you and Heather look so adorable with your matching colors. And she wants to know if Madison brought us some yummy ice cream from the story she did this morning. The answer is no. She brought something for herself.
Yeah, rude.
How do you say it?
An acai bowl. It's a smoothie bowl that I didn't even know. I didn't really look too far into it, but I just thought it'd be like ice cream fun and milkshakes. But they also have smoothie bowls, which is fun. And I love acai smoothie bowls. They're so good. And
Madison was at the Cool Spot, correct? The Cool Spot, is that the name of it?
Frankfurt.
In Frankfurt, yeah, in Benzie County.
But we did not. But we did watch a lot of the ice cream start to melt. So I imagine there's like a transportation issue with the ice cream that was already made for the show. So we're not complaining though. We don't need the calories, you really don't. Even though we love our snacks.
Yeah, we'll let it stay there.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Benzie. More for them.
And Susie Q commenting on the blue today. She's saying pretty. And my mom's saying, wish I could bring coffee for Heather and Brendan. And glad Christopher is back and finally got power. My mom will be here soon, so
I know.
if you need,
it came really quickly.
If you need that special coffee from outside of the station, from any place, my mom would be glad to fire up the car and go grab some. Carol is watching. I don't know if I've seen Carol's name pop up. So Carol, if you're a brand new viewer, welcome. And if I just forgot.
Or if you're just chiming in via the comments, welcome. We appreciate the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to know where you guys are watching from, what you're doing.
She's saying good morning from Lake City. She's in Missaukee County.
Yeah.
She said the sky was on fire at 5:30 this morning. Wish I could have taken a picture. It was so bright red, she said.
Yeah, we got, as I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you heard me, but we got quite a few pictures sent in to our Chime In page of the red sky in the Sioux. There was another one in the northern lower. And so, yeah, it was very bright red. So I imagine it was gorgeous in Lake City, too.
Oh, yeah. Susie Q goes, spell check, yikes. Just giving you a hard time.
I was giving you credit. Technically, you're not wrong. Our dew points are pretty high right now.
And Mark said, no rain here, but got very dark. My solar torches came on like they did during the eclipse. Yeah. And Jackie said, missed you yesterday, Christopher. So yeah, glad we have our regular friends back. We have some new friends, and we're all caught up on the comments, Heather.
Sounds good. So how did Alexander Bell want us to answer the phone? Ring, ring. What are we going to say?
And then you pick up, it's like on the side of that.
Yeah, it's like the hang up thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the picture I use.
And then you have something here, and then.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's him, Mr. Bell.
There he is.
Answering the phone. Ring, ring. What do you think?
I just like the word salutations.
I did too.
But then I thought that was maybe like a throwaway answer. I was like, I need to come up with a third one, but I think that was the case because that wasn't the right answer.
Ahoy! That was the answer. That's what he wanted you to answer the phone with. And that lasted for a while, but Tom Edison's preferred greeting of hello ended up winning out. We still answer that way today.
Hello.
Hello.
Or depending on who's on the other end, you go, what? What do you want?
Morning.
Morning.
All right, here's a look at our weather quiz standings this week. Brendan, yikes, buddy. 0 for 2? And Director Dan passing the baton over to Gibb tomorrow. He's 2 for 2. Producer Sarah, 1 for 2. And our Facebook viewers are undefeated too this week. That's a awesome feat. And that was Craig this morning chiming in. If you'd like to be our Facebook viewer of the day, we show our weather quiz at about 6:20 in the morning. And we also can talk about the forecast too and answer your questions live on Facebook. But that's when we show you the weather quiz to get your answer.
How's it feel, Dan, to be undefeated? Because I don't know how that feels. You said feels good, man.
Man.
And I'll never pass up an opportunity to talk about Port Huron. So Thomas Edison lived in Port Huron for a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. There's a whole museum dedicated to Thomas Edison and the train he would take from Port Huron to Detroit, right under the Blue Water Bridges.
That is
So,
very cool.
In case you're ever in Port Huron and want to learn more about Thomas Edison.
Just, itching to go to Port Huron.
But the home that he actually lived in is no longer there.
Oh,
So,
that would be cool, but
yeah. Yep. All right, who else do we have here commenting? Okay, Carol saying only second time checking in with you. First time was from our cabin in McMillan in the UP in Luce County. Well, hopefully you can join us from time to time, Carol.
Fun.
We're here every Monday through Friday at 8:35, and then like Heather mentioned, at 6:20. So stop by whenever you want, whenever you're free.
Pop in, whenever. We're already seeing some blue skies there in Wexford County.
Yeah.
Look at that. A beautiful day.
Mother Nature got the rain out of her system, got the storms
She was a
out of her
little
system.
angry this morning.
Yeah.
She's cooled off now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all for now. Appreciate Dan filling in for 3 days while
And do you want to tell them what Madison's up to tomorrow?
Gib was taking some time off. We can, yeah.
You know better than I do. You were asking her earlier. I didn't really hear it.
Yeah, so she's going to be in Emmett County. There's going to be a musical performance of, their legal concerns in terms of what we can and can't say. No, it's all about favorite heroes and villains and princesses with a certain company that starts with a D.
Ends with a Y.
And but I don't think, legally speaking, they can put this certain name into the show title. Yeah. But anyway, it's a musical performance, and it's in Bay Harbor. It's coming up this weekend, I think. So Madison's going to be live there at 6 o'clock.
But we're here.
6:15, 6:45-ish. Yes, Heather?
We're here for more fun, friendship, and forecasting, 4:30 to 7. And Dan just said, we have my cut-ins running on a lot of the channels right now, so there's a lot of Bricca going on. And I'm seeing it down here too. But yeah, so we're gonna be here at 4:30 to 7, talking weather and those outdoor conditions.
Yeah.
And any other questions you guys might have about the forecast, especially heading into the weekend.
Apparently Christopher's gonna take a picture of some really interesting clouds in Farmington Hills going on right now.
Would love to see them.
Yeah.
Love clouds.
Really quick before we get going, because we need some pictures for our Chime In section.
Yes.
If you take a cool picture and you want it to be on TV, we have these segments called Show Us Something Good, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you send it to us, you go to our website, upnorthlive.com, click on the Chime In portion, and you let us know what we're seeing, who took the picture, things like that. We'll get that on TV for you.
Yeah. We need more pictures, more the merrier. And a note for tomorrow, we may or may not have this Facebook Live tomorrow. I have a senior center visit now that we're in the summer.
Yep.
School's out, but the grown-up kids still want Heather to visit them. So we are going to go see the older kiddos tomorrow in Kalkaska. Yeah.
Do you want to make that decision now if we're going to be on or not?
I don't know. I need to check the time that I need to get there and what Madison is doing and stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah, can't make that decision right now.
We'll have to let Sarah know ahead of time.
Yes, we'll let
So we'll
Sarah
make that
know.
decision.
But mental note, if
bit.
we're not on, don't get too concerned. Heather's just busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up.
At least we're not under severe weather or anything crazy. So
Yeah.
quiet weather, at least on Thursday. So we're not looking at any concerns until the weekend.
We have one more comment before we go. Just in the nick of time, Jennifer watching. Jennifer Lewandowski, you heard of her?
Yeah, Miss Jen.
She's saying, look at you two, matchy matchy, love it, too cute.
Aw.
What a nice comment to end on, Heather.
Yeah, that's a good one to end on. Well, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you back here possibly tomorrow. Bye.